Hello, 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 you guys! It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Yes, how are you, my boos? I missed you guys. I'm so excited to be here. Welcome back to Why You Tarot for readings all about you. We are doing another singles reading. So these readings are very short and sweet, straight to the point. For those who don't know, all zodiac signs are always on this little spinner. And then once a name gets revealed, it gets removed from the list, so everybody has a turn. Okay. So I'm very excited to see who it's going to be today. I don't know yet, but I know you already know. So let's get into it. Who am I doing today? And it looks like it is going to be Aries. Okay, so let's get into it. The collective Aries singles. What is the overall message you need to know regarding love? What is it that you need to know? So we have here the first card coming out, Simply Love. And understand that when you want to receive something in your life, you have to be able to match that vibration. And I just saw triple ones on the clock. We'll get back to that. But you have to understand that you have to match that vibration. That's how you bring that into your life. And understand that when you block yourself from like, being in a sense of like, I don't want to get hurt, what happens is when you do that, you actually block yourself from the good and the bad at the same time. Understand that when you want more love in your life, yes, a part of you has to be vulnerable. It's how you can, like, think of it as this way. There's only one door. Okay. So if you have that door blocked, you have the door closed, chained up, got a bunch of bolts and like pieces of wood blocking, no one can get through. No good and no bad. Okay. Understand that yes, when you open yourself up, you do leave yourself vulnerable to people that can harm you. But understand that you do have the abilities to identify when someone is good and when someone is not so good, when someone's trying to use you. So the more that you strengthen that ability, the less chances you are of getting hurt, okay? Because when you aren't able to identify when someone is actually wrongfully trying to do something or using you or whatever, that's when you leave that room open for hurt. When it comes to simply love, understand that giving love is the best thing that you can do. Now, I know that a lot of times people are always like, they did me wrong, and why would I send them love? And da. It's not about them. It's about your purity. Okay, because when you hold on to any darkness, any pain, any, negative energy from a person that did harm for you, all means, I get it. They did something wrong and it wasn't right, and I get that, okay? And I'm not trying to sugarcoat what they did, not trying to put them on no, pedestal and say that they're all high and mighty, whatever. What I'm trying to identify for you is when you hold on to that pain, when you hold on to that, I don't like this person because they treated me like XYZ, you are holding on to that and you're carrying it everywhere you go. Think of it as if you were to have two anchors on your legs, okay? And you're walking about every single day. It is hard and tough and you're dragging and dragging and dragging. And what happens is because you carry that, when you go into another situation where there's a potential of love, you're now carrying those anchors as well. And what happens is you start to think that that person is going to be like your ex or be like that person in the past. And then before you know it, you're going to have so many anchors just logging in around. And then that's when the bitterness really comes out. So provide healing to yourself, okay? With the ones, for me as a reader, one is all about trusting your gut and your heart. It will always lead you down the right way. Trust your intuition. So I really feel like right now you need to strengthen your intuition so you're able to identify when someone is trying to do good versus when someone is trying to do harm to you, okay? Let's tap into this a little bit more. What else does the singles need to know? We have here the observer card, so someone is being a little bit of a stalker. Someone's watching someone online, social media, WhatsApp pictures, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, however they're finding it. They're keeping tabs. Maybe you have mutual friends with someone, and this person will, get other people to kind of like bring up what you've been doing, or whatever. But someone is keeping tabs on you, or you're keeping tabs on them. Okay. We have here the divine feminine energy coming through, and we have here grief coming through. Now, what I feel from the divine feminine energy, I feel like you've blocked off your feelings in that aspect. Divine feminine energy, that's that nurturing, that mother, that mother type of kind of feeling, that loving, that care, that all that energy, okay, the feminine part within yourself. And don't worry about, guys or girls. Everyone has divine feminine, everyone has divine masculine within them. Okay? So I really feel like right now there's been some sort of gate or door that you've closed off when it comes to your divine feminine energy. And it's because you have all this pain and grief from something that has happened in the past. So when you do that, like I said, you're blocking yourself from blessings, because what you are supposed to be headed to is all this blessings. Look where she's headed to. It's a beautiful sun, beautiful scenery. But she's stuck. She stopped. She stopped, and she wants to get there. And it almost feels like she's almost in like a wedding dress too. So I don't know if you were married before, or there was supposed to be some sort of marriage, or someone that you wanted to be with, you thought you were going to marry them and it just didn't work out. But there's a lot of pain and grief that's coming out here. We have here the understanding card. So there's going to be some understanding, some insights that are definitely going to come for you. I'm really drawn to talk about the 6 in the first card that came up. Now, 6 for me as a reader is all about understanding that in life currently, if you are not getting something that you want, is because you have to go back and analyze, what have I been doing in my life? What have I been doing? Like, what's been going right, what's not going so right. If you were to think about example, for a project, okay, you've been working on a project and you haven't been getting results. Okay, now let's see what has been working in the project. Okay, well, some people are giving me feedback and it's getting this much, ideas out there, and I really like how this is going. But you know what? Maybe I can change the font. Maybe I can change the time when I post these things, or I talk to the boss or something. Go back and really identify what's going right in the situation, what's not going so right. So if it comes to the matters of love, if you've been repeating the same patterns, getting the same type of people, what are you doing? Okay, there's something that you're doing. There's some sort of pattern that's in your vibration that is making you continue to repeat the same steps. So you need to go back and really identify that. We have here the patience cards coming through. Understand that it does require patience. And then when it comes to the patience, I feel like it's in regards to everything. Okay, understand that you have to have patience with yourself. Because when we try to work towards something, we could be so down on ourselves if we don't get to that point that we need to. Say example, you had to do 5 tasks today and you only completed 2. We will kick ourselves about those 3 we didn't do, but we don't take the time to be like, hey, you still did 2. You're still 2 more ahead in regards to completing your task. You did 2, but we get so caught up in looking at the negative parts of what we didn't achieve instead of the positive parts of what we achieved. So being more patient and more kind with yourself as well. Like when you're going through healing this grief, this pain that you have from the past, from this past relationship, be more caring with yourself, be more patient with yourself, and understand that if you've been carrying something for 5 years, it's not going to be gone in 30 minutes. No, it's going to take some time. So having more patience with yourself is definitely going to be beneficial for you. We have here twin flame card coming through. So it could have been someone from your past that was a twin flame connection that you had, or you're dealing with a twin flame. I want a little bit more about this twin flame card. So we have here refocus, conclusions, big dreams, free will, and victim. So what I feel like, it's from a person from the past. So there was someone from the past where it was a twin flame energy. That's why it was so intense. That's why it's also really intense for you to release it as well. And it's time for you to refocus, because it's time for you to accept that that chapter's over. Okay, and my light just went off. That's another confirmation for me. So understand that chapter is over. It's time for you to let it go. As much as you thought that this was going to be your ultimate partner, your dreams are going to become true, understand that this person just couldn't get out of it. There's a sense of someone staying in a victim mode, whether it was you or whether it's them, but someone stayed as a victim, and that's why this relationship could not go any further. So understand that if you want your love life to change, to have something different, you have to close this chapter. You have to allow this chapter to be released so you can bring more love and light into your life. Just to close off this reading, let's see, what is the final message for the collective Aries? We have here the mist. Now, I really like how when you think about it, like if you go outside and it's like a misty day, you can feel the mist on your skin. Okay, a lot of times we don't pay attention to our environment when it comes to weather most times, and I feel like it's time for you to embrace the beauty within things. It's time for you to feel it and be in that moment. I really feel with the Miss card coming through, I feel like when you take the time to really go more with the flow and be more, instead of like, oh, is this gonna happen, and is this gonna play out the way it happened in the past, or what's gonna happen in the future, or this or that. Like when you go through that emotions of not being in the now and too much in the past or too much in the future, you don't get to appreciate the current moments. Okay, and I feel like right now you need to appreciate what happens currently right now in this moment. Even though, example, let's go back to the 5 tasks. If you were doing 5 tasks, if you're worrying about all 5 tasks while you're trying to do one of them, you can't focus properly. You're distracted. If you have 5 tasks, take the number one and only focus on number one. Do not worry about the other 4 that you have to do. Just focus on that one. And I feel like when you get more focused and you work on being more in the here and now and in that moment, you'll be able to see more beauty and you'll be able to bring more light and love into your life. Because I really do feel like you need a lot more of that in your life. Like I feel like this, like the sun or whatever that's behind them is really bright and bringing off that energy, and I feel like it's time for you to have the radiance of that to really feel it. Guys, we are going to leave it at that. I do wish you all the best on your journey of releasing this energy from the past so that you can bring in more of your blessings. Until next time, it is your girl Sunshine. Deuces. Oh my God. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Remember to hit that bell so you're always keeping up with the latest. Check out YU Tarot for all readings all about you. Social media. We got Instagram, our website, Facebook, you name it, we got it. Listen, honestly, I started YU Tarot so seekers can have a source for readings all about them, where they can learn to prosper through love and light and find wisdom that they are seeking. Now, it can be in just one word that I say, or it can be the whole damn video. Thank you all for the love and support. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.